called the Tropicana Hotel. So, in which we were staying. That's me. Hello. And this hotel pretty much had so much to unpack. Like they had a casino. There's my beautiful husband. They had multiple stores, multiple forms of entertainment, as well as many various restaurants that anybody really desires to eat at. And here my husband is just talking about how everybody at this casino should go back home to their wife and kids because they're just wasting their money, which is kind of true. And then this is one of the restaurants, the first restaurants that we went to for our first night at the hotel. This was a restaurant inside the hotel. In the morning, on the second day of the trip, we found this really nice restaurant on the Broad Walk near our hotel that we stayed at, and they had amazing food. When I tell you guys, it was so good. We basically went to this breakfast spot every morning that we stayed at the hotel because it was just so good, and the price was nice too. And then this is us at the beach, and I put him in some sand. So for this restaurant, I don't remember which day it was that we came here, but this is the Gordon Ramsay pub that is located at the Caesars Hotel actually, and many hotels in Atlantic City are really big. So the Tropicana, Caesars, there's also one called Bolly's, and I think there's another one, but this restaurant's really good. After we were done with our delicious meal, we were tired and heading home on the Broad Walk back to our hotel, and you guys can see way really far there's the Tropicana Hotel, which we have to get to, and it was kind of cold outside, but I was surprised to find out that some places were still open, and it was like I think 11 p.m. that we were walking back. That's when the restaurant closed, because we were initially looking for any restaurant that would close kind of later in the night, so we could do more things during the day and not have to depend on getting dressed and everything, and the time being like 9 p.m. or something that would have to get to a restaurant, because most restaurants close at like 10 p.m. but this one I think would close at like 12 p.m. so we had time. So as you guys can see, there's all the little stores that would initially be open during the day and in the mornings, but only some of them are open, so you can still kind of grab a snack. It's just really cold. Like some people are outside, but we were cold and we were trying to get home, head back to the hotel, to our little spot, so that we could rest and plan out what we're gonna do for the next couple of days here, because I believe we stayed about 4 days max from the time that we came, and then the day that we left we stayed 4 whole days, so I think it was 6 days in total, and I'm just not counting the 2 because it's like the time you arrive at the hotel and the day that you depart to the airport. So you see a couple people walking by and just enjoying the night. I honestly don't know how you could be enjoying the night with like only 2 pieces of articles of clothing, because like it's cold, like wear a jacket or something. It's cold. I don't understand it. Like you can enjoy the night, but just not like in some shorts. Like I don't know, you guys are adults, get a grip, what is this? But the view is still very pretty, and it's peaceful. Yeah, and that's the restaurant that we go to in the mornings. I like the lights, and there's somebody cleaning up, or I believe somebody doesn't want to leave their seat, and they're just telling them like, man, we're closed, like you need to go home. What are you doing here? I don't know, but I was still some music playing as well. And the night, keeps going for everybody either way back at the hotel. Just because the Broadwalk isn't as lively doesn't mean there aren't people inside. And so a little backstory of how we ended up in Atlantic City. So my mom passed away very recently, and me and her already booked the tickets to go to Atlantic City to look at places where we could potentially live because we wanted to move. And the tickets were, non-refundable in any case scenario, honestly, because we were switching our minds as to where we were gonna go for our trip. So this was supposed to be mine and my mom's trip. And when she passed, I was initially gonna go by myself, but my husband said, I'll go with you. How many days we're gonna be staying and all of that. So this is how we ended up down here. I was gonna go regardless because I just knew my mom would be somewhere over here, on this beach, because I know she really wanted to go, and I was able to refund her tickets with a death certificate as well. And finally, we made it back to the hotel, and we are gonna have to walk through this entire casino to get to the pathway, which is surrounded by stores, and then finally we would get back into our room. So if you guys follow us throughout this video, this is the casino, and like my husband said, everybody needs to go home. It's like about to be 12 p.m. and people are still playing on these machines. And not gonna lie, we did stop at the Bali Hotel casino, and honestly, like, if you have your ID, you can just walk into any hotel, and if it has a casino inside, you're welcome to play. So we had made $70. My husband made like 60 or 50, something like that, and I made maybe like 14. But anyways, I just remember the amount ended up to around 70. And so we were thinking that we're so lucky. We kept going on this one machine, and we're just like, we're gonna keep winning, and we did. But at some point we had put in $10 into the machine, $5 separate each time, got $12 back, and that's when I knew we should have stopped. But we kept going, and we ended up losing that $70. But that was like maybe 2 days later, after we basically made the $70 and spent it on food or whatever we spent it on that day. So now we are in the main kind of area where the stores are, where you can find restaurants and the casino. So we just have to walk through this pathway, through all the stores surrounding us, and try not to spend anything. But thankfully for us, everything was closed besides the casino, so there was nowhere really to go inside of to spend, except maybe that cookie shop. But besides that, no Swarovski for us, no clothing for us. Literally just trying to get back to the hotel, just like determined, kind of like that guy walking in front of us. And it's kind of all interesting in here because the first time that we showed up with our luggage, literally we thought that we were gonna get lost, and it took us a couple rounds to find everything because this is such a huge hotel and you can find anything that you're looking for in here. I guess the only thing that we didn't try on the strip was the spa, but it was like, I think it was $120 for 50 minutes, and there were way cheaper prices on the Broadwalk. There was like a $20 30-minute massage that you could get. And so this is like the circular area of where like Starbucks and a few restaurants are located. And when you just, if you ignore that and manage to save your money, you keep keep walking straight like we are right now, and you will finally find the elevator to which you can go upstairs back to your hotel and lock up your money and save it for the next day or for your bills or for your friends that if you borrowed money from them, and you know, the ones that like you ask them for money and then you take pictures of your trip. I don't know, I've seen that on Instagram, so I just thought about it. And we look so good in this video, like we're so dressed up just to eat, like we showed up in here. But yeah, now we're just waving to you guys. And I haven't filmed in a minute actually, but I've been going through it and I missed you guys. So of course I wanted to share my trip with you guys and how everything went, because this footage, it has a lot of value for me, because I'm gonna look back at this and just be like, wow, like I still went. Like, I know my mom's proud of me. I know I'm proud because I managed to still go, because otherwise I would have been stuck at the place back home and probably reminiscing on how I could have went. And so I'm glad that we did, and I'm glad my husband came with me. Finally, we made it back to the hotel to take our nap and be ready for the next day. So you guys are not gonna believe where we went after this, because the next day we had went to New York, and this is Brighton Beach. So in Atlantic City you can take a bus for $40 for one person, so it was $80 for us to come to New York. This is the temple that my husband goes to, and we found one in New York, and it was amazing. I love his culture, I love the music, I love everything, and this was such a great time. This is like the highlight of the trip, and you can see I'm just like singing, like people are just like popping their head, like it's a vibe, and you're meant to get closer to God with this practice. I just think it's so amazing. All kinds of cultures, everybody's here just enjoying this, having an amazing time, getting closer to God. I feel like some religions miss a very good opportunity to get somewhere like this with so many people. So this was just really amazing, an amazing experience, and something that I'll never forget. And to end the night, we actually were in New York for most of the day. We came there at around 12, and so this is like 8 p.m. already, or 9. I think almost 9, because we had to get on the bus at 9 p.m. So yeah, we were just trying to find our way back to the Greyhound, yeah. And so we're crossing the street, and it's like right on the left, I believe. I think, no, it's not on the left. That's the Red Lobster over there. We were trying to find it because we were using Google Maps, and we kept making wrong turns, but eventually we figured it out. And see, that's the circular white light thing. What is my husband doing? I didn't even realize he was doing that. So then we went to the beach the next day. This is back in Atlantic City, and I had tried a cocktail in the morning, so I told my husband, let's try to get in this cold water because it's like June. So I got in, and I was like, the more cocktails I drink, maybe the further I'll get. But you know, my husband doesn't drink, so and I barely drink, but this was just to try like how it feels to be drunk early in the morning. I don't know what my husband was saying, but I was just really happy to be in the ocean water. It's been a minute, guys. Literally, I don't remember the last time that I went on vacation and went to the beach. thank you so much for watching and supporting me, and I'm always glad to make videos for you guys and be here for you. Thank you so much.